Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl, Sophia Spiritualite, and we're here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at that morning Sassur. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card reading just to see what messages we can get from the angels and from the Most High. So without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to have labored in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. When we enter herein with all humility, let God the Almighty One enter into this place by the entrance of an eternal happiness, of a divine prosperity, of a perfect joy, of an abundant charity, and of an eternal salutation. Let all the demons fly from this place, especially those who are opposed unto this work, and let the angels of peace assist and protect this place, from which let discord and strife fly and depart. Magnify and extend upon us, O Lord, thy most holy name, and bless our conversation and our assembly. Sanctify, O Lord our God, our humble entry herein, thou the blessed and holy one of the eternal ages. Selah. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for being with us. We thank you for guiding us. We thank you for walking with us down the path of life. O Divine Mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example that he set of how to both climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the Council of 9, to the Council of 12, to the Council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the Council of 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, and to all the angels whose names we know and the one whose name we do not know. We ask that you come, be with us for just a few moments. Give us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. Now, let's read Psalm 51. No, Psalm 16, my bad. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrow shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen into me in pleasant places. Yea, I have goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, my glory rejoiceth, my flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither will thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Selah. All right, so we have our night deck here. Of course, this is our Rota Mundi deck. And it is not a beginner deck. It's a Kabbalah heavy deck. So it's not that beginners can't use it. I'm just saying that it's not really like a good deck for your first deck. However, if beginners do want to use it, you will have to stick to like 1-card pulls, 3-card pulls, and definitely be studying the Kabbalah pretty heavy, learning your tree of life, such and so on and so forth, so that you are able to integrate the images on the cards with how they apply to you. And we also have an additional book that we use when we get ready to interpret this deck. So all praise, glory, and honor goes to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We again ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua, and of course to the angels whom we've already called in. We ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's easy for us to understand, that's easy for us to apply, and that allows us to be of even greater service to the Most High and to the kingdom. And when you do that, fulfill the covenant, we will let the Most High know so that you can be given credit for just a portion of the hard work that you do in service to us and to the kingdom. All right, let's see what we got. We've got the 7 of coins, I think. The 7 lampstands. Our next card is, of course, Malkuth, the kingdom, 10 of wands. And our last card is, here we go, the Knight of Pentacles, Luke chapter 7 through 12. And of course, we do have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John chapter 7 and 8 up under Spiritualite Bible study. So if you want to listen to me provide some commentary on those two, once my class is over, I'll try and do a couple more of those chapters so we can get on to Matthew 25 through 28, which is fantastic. Let's start with this book. Let me just make sure that's the 7 of coins. Let's see what this book has to say. Two, three, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, there are 7. Okay. The book of Revelation connects the 7 lampstands to the 7 churches. Wisdom builds her house on 7 pillars. There are 7 traits associated with wisdom, the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit, which are derived from Isaiah 11, 2 through 3, as wisdom, understanding, counsel, might, knowledge, piety, reverence for God. The book of Revelation is addressed to the angels of the churches. And then they have a list of the angels. Okay, so let's see what this book says. 7 of, oh, we are grounded in reality. Y'all, I can't, my brain. All right, this card generally depicts someone either working or standing in the midst of bounty, and I think having 7 lit lampstands is a pretty bountiful experience, right? Just with my poor one lamp back here is humming along, going for the nation for the last 10 days. Actually, this is day 3 of my lamp being lit. All right, anyway. The indication is that labor has been expended to accomplish a project, and now the fruits of that labor are about ready to harvest. Here we go, harvest. The caution here is to wait for the proper time, for you cannot rush the harvest. If gathered too soon or too late, the effort has been wasted. There is a sense of impatience with this card, but also satisfaction, for the labor is about to pay off, so patience is still needed to see the project through. In this card's keywords are gained by perseverance, nurturing a project, and impatient for results. And I think that a lot of us are definitely heavy into the impatient realm of just wanting to see a lot of this stuff be done with. But at the same time, the kingdom is here, you know. The kingdom is here. Like, it's literally in our present position on this reading. And so we don't have to rush because we're not waiting for anything. We're not waiting for the kingdom. What we're waiting for is for the evil to be swept off the land. And that's going to take us elevating, as I've heard one person online mention it, we're going to have to vibrate at a level so high that the low vibrational beings, they just won't be able to interact with us. We'll be able to just zoom, 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 zoom around them, and they'll have no idea what's going on. That's what we need to be able to do. And we are developing those capabilities. And this is just a reminder that, cultivate your light quietly. Light your lampstands quietly. There's no big celebration when you're lighting something except to say Fiat Lux when you do the candle. But when you actually light the candle, you pretty much do that silently. So light your candle silently and wait for the proper time to activate them. And they will activate when the time is right, and you don't really have to do anything once you've lit them, but you have to wait. Once they're activated, you have to wait patiently for the time to act on that activation. So we've already lit the lampstands, we've already lit the candles in the lampstand. We've got all our candles lit. Basically, our 40 days is almost up. And now we just have to wait for the activation that we did with each candle we have to wait to act on that. And the Most High and the angels, and we will know when it's time. And when that time comes, we will be able to um, do things that were just uh, a dream. Basically, we will conduct ourselves in ways that we will have no idea um, what to even do with the information that we collect. I know for me, like I said, maybe I said it the other day, but the Lords of Karma and the Divine Director gave me my dreams back. And I used to have dreams a long time ago, but I was very young, like 13, 14, and they were very intense. And so I told the Most High, I'm not ready for this. Can you please, take this from me because I'm not ready? Now, I never specifically, well, actually, that's not true. I was on a live stream and I was complaining about how I never have dreams and this and that. And people were like, is something wrong with you? I'm like, no, it's just that I never have dreams and I want to have dreams and this and that. And literally that night, I had a dream. Now, it was a terrifying dream, but I wasn't scared. So I knew that I was okay for that. And I had done my work with my Lords of Karma. So I asked them, I said, did you all return my dreams back to me? And they said yes. So it's like now I feel activated. So I asked them, are my dreams literal and this and that? And now I have a few more questions that I know I need to ask. But the point of the matter is once it's time to act on what has been activated, even within myself, I'll be ready because my lamps are already lit. I've set tables, I got candles and all. I'm ready. The light in my heart is lit. That's the most important one. And therefore, when the Most High says, you need to do this, you need to say this, you need to this, you need to that, I will be able to go right to it, you know? And I did also get this cool stone. People who do have dreams, it's really, really cool. It's called a prophecy stone. And so what I do to be able to kind of keep my dreams in the realm that they're not so terrifying for me is that I have a piece of rose quartz. I have a double terminated rose quartz that I put underneath my pillow. And now I put the prophecy stone there too. And so when I wake up from having a dream, instead of trying to write it down, that's too much work for me. I just record it. And then I'll be able to go back and, archive it somehow. I haven't really come up with a whole process yet, but this is my strategy for being able to document my dreams and remember them. And then without having to write them down, because most of my dreams are so, I still haven't posted my other dream. They're very complicated, and the nuances, they could be explained in writing, but it would take me forever to write it down. Whereas my phone is beside my bed, I can pick it up. This is the dream I just had, blah, 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 right out into it. Plus, I'm able to see things still, and I don't really have to like wake up to do that. I can just go to the picture, record the dream, and then if I go back to sleep, then I can just go back to sleep. But yeah, I got this prophecy stone. I mean, very, very, very powerful little stone. And you can look them up online. Look, I got this for like $7. So if they're trying to charge you more than that, holla at me. I can go to my little store and grab you one. Don't pay more than, I saw some online for like 100 too. Don't pay that. This was $7. Okay. Literally $7. And if you can't find one for that price, holla at me. I'll run to the store and get you one. Okay, so our next card, of course, is the Kingdom. And we'll look at our other deck too, but let's just see what it has to say here. And that's a 10 of Wands. I went too far. Oh. All right, the 10 of Wands. Here we go. As a card of success, this one implies that too much of a good thing has its disadvantages. So the first card was, we're just waiting for the harvest. And then the next card is, we've got the harvest. And now we don't want too much of a good thing. Now that superiority in career and work has been achieved, the workload becomes burdensome, the hours long, and there's need for delegation of some areas to others. There's also the tendency now to become overbearing because the need for continuing success. In some decks, this card depicts one person carrying a bundle of staves towards a castle, indicating that this work ought to be handed over to others, as well as taking personal pride in every facet of a job. In reality, though, employees need to feel their work is worthwhile, and there needs to be some responsibilities they are capable of handling. In this card, the key words are stress of success, heavy workload, need for delegation, and tenacity. So remember, this is why it's important to have developed and worked on some of your skills, because in the kingdom, everybody's going to have a job, but you cannot do every job. And I think Brother Levi does a very good job at delegating things down to other people, whoever he has to delegate it to, because we, our people naturally just want to just do everything and get it over with. And so we really do need to take extra effort to delegate certain things down to other people. So here we have the Ten of Wands, and we're definitely not going to read this whole thing. But just remember, also, the Ten of Wands is correlated with the Hebrew letter Yod, and it is the hand of God working. So the intelligence listed with the 32 paths of wisdom is resplendent. The 10th path is resplendent intelligence because it exalted above every head and sits on the throne of Bina, the intelligence spoken of in the third path. It illuminates the splendor of all the lights and causes a supply of influence to emanate from the princes of countenances. This intelligence of Malkuth is the recipient of properties of understanding and represents the opportunity for wisdom to be applied within the manifest world. Reaching a state of enlightenment requires mental deliberation in order to determine what is truth and then deciding whether or not to follow it. So I think this is a good point, a good place to mention this. So I'm noticing that there's basically like two kinds of light beings emanating from the internet ley lines at this point, right? There's one set of light beings who is both fully present here and both fully present above. And then there's another set of light beings that are fully present above but not fully present here. And then there's another set of light beings that are fully present here, but not fully present above. So 3 categories. And then you have your 2/3, right? And so let me start with the ones who are fully present here, but not fully present above. The light beings that are fully present here in our physical realm and not fully present above in the spiritual realm are ones that would desire that we go back and re-examine the information we already have. So these would be people who, instead of moving forward, they want to go back and review and make sure they got it right. Because like when I was on a live stream the other day, I was in the chat, but intellectualizing the Most High is more of their thing. They don't want to actually experience the mind of the Most High. They just want to intellectualize it. So these people I feel they may have like a connection with their physical world possessions and their physical world abilities. And it's just like an out of balance connection, meaning they're they're over connected with their physical world stuff. And it may not be money, but it could be their physical world knowledge. It could be their physical world understanding. It could something within the physical world they are connected to in a way that is not in balance. It's not in alignment. And then you have the people who are fully out there in the universe, but they're not fully present here. And what I'm noticing with these individuals is that they have a great deal of understanding of what is going on in the cosmos. However, they are not quite, they are unbalanced in their connection with the physical world. What does that mean? Meaning, if you have not, again, this goes back to the patterns that we tell ourselves. If you have not made for yourself an abundant life where you have time to do basically only what you love, and you have connected what you love with some kind of funding source so that you only have to do what you love, then that's an imbalance, because the whole idea is that we come down on this planet for a mission. We're born into the same bloodline of people who have always done the same thing so that we can do that thing. And so what we have to do in this lifetime is figure out how to turn that thing into a source of wealth. That's really the task for us to complete, because this is a physical world. We need to tap into that physical wealth, and it's different for everybody. I'm not going to say it's the same for anybody. It's totally different for everybody. But that is what we are required to do. So at no point should we be like, I really, you know, I'm working this job that I totally dislike when I really want to be doing X, Y, and Z for the kingdom. That's not how it's supposed to be. We're supposed to figure out how to make the money so that we can do what it is we need to do for the kingdom all day, every day. Or we need to, there's an imbalance there. That's all I'm saying. There's an imbalance. It's not good or bad. This is just my assessment. And then you have a third group of people who are fully present in the cosmos, and they're fully present here on the planet. And so what does that mean? That means that is a person who has created for themselves a space in which they can do exactly what they want to do in service to the Most High and to the kingdom, and they have some sort of revenue or something they are taken care of as a result of that work. And then they are also fully understanding of what's going on in the cosmos so that they can be present in the things that are changing and ever changing within that realm. And that's what I call the kingdom, when you can be fully present in the tree of death and also fully present in the tree of life. Where you can meet at the middle in the middle Malkuth, because I believe that there are multiple, because we have multiple chakras, it's got to be multiple kingdoms. So there's a kingdom of the bottom. That's where the demons don't want to go, and we're not in that kingdom. So we are climbing up this tree of death to get to the kingdom of balance, where we can balance. We can be that perfect fulcrum between the chakras here that go way up and the chakras maybe at our soul level and go way down, and our chakras at our soul level and go way up. So that's what we are trying to, that's what the kingdom looks like to me, is to be able to balance what I want on the physical realm and not what I want, what fulfills me on the physical realm and what fulfills me in the cosmos or the spiritual realm. You have a balance of that, and to use that energy to manifest. And so that's what the Key of Solomon and the Black Pullet, which I just I just read the whole book yesterday. That's what not yesterday, on Zedek. I read the whole book. So that's what we should be trying to achieve, a full balance of our spiritual capacities and our physical world capacities. And a lot of times you need both to sort of balance it out. And so I have been really wondering, like, why am I on this path? This is really weird. But I get up, I do my videos every day, and work on this stuff for the Most High. And I understand that this is really how it's supposed to be. The only part that I haven't quite figured out how to tap all the way into is the abundance part. And so that's what I've really been working on, because I feel like maybe in my past incarnations I never had that abundance part. That abundance part is what always eluded my particular bloodline. And so here I'm hearing this, and I'm about 100% certain that's what it is now that I'm saying it out loud. So I'm hearing this incarnation this time to master that abundance, the balance of doing what I love, serving the Most High in a physical capacity, and being able to draw in the abundance from the spiritual world into my everyday life so that I can help other people who are also bound with this same limitation to expand themselves, to go outside themselves. And so that's what I'm working on. And I know that other people are working on doing this in other ways. And they're, and any way you can get there, you want to be able to have the experience of abundance in your everyday life without being stressed out about it. And while you're able to still serve the Most High with all your heart, mind, and soul. And so when you're able to get that balance, that's the real kingdom. And so I think the people who are overbalanced with the cosmos, they're not quite at the physical kingdom. And the people who are overbalanced with the physical world, they don't quite have access to the physical kingdom either. And so that's why you have this card, the seven lampstands, to show you that there's a middle path, and then there's, of course, the things on the side, just like the tree of life. But at the same time, you have to be able to reach out as far as the tree. You have to be able to hit all the sephira. You need to draw from each of the sephira in order to make this happen. You can't do this by just drawing from the kingdom sephira. You can't do this by just drawing from the keter. You got to draw from every sephira. You got to draw in, like, I don't know if you guys know how a tree actually grows, but a tree also has a chestahedron heart in it. It's not a pump. Again, it's a vortex. So the heart of the tree is essentially in its root ball. And so what it does is, as it brings the energy in, transforms it, puts it out. And it has veins just like a human, and those veins are what takes the moisture from the nutrients all the way to the end, very tip of every single leaf. So that being said, understanding how that heart process works, it's taking in the energy from the celestial realm, processing it, using that force to pump the blood all the way to the ends of the trees, and then putting it literally the roots into the ground. And that's how a tree functions. So we function in that same way, except our tree trunk is here in the middle. So maybe it's not our soul chakra, it's our heart chakra. So from our heart chakra, from our heart chakra down, that is, people who are concerned about the world. And from our heart chakra up, those are people who are only concerned about the cosmos. But you really have to, as always, uncover your heart, develop your heart, and not limit yourself. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm still talking about this. And not limit yourself by lack of understanding of how the process works. So the more you understand the process, and you understand the process by observing nature, observing the environment, research and study, but doing. When you have to build something, you can clearly see how it works. You know what I mean? So I'm going to probably have to teach a class on the chestahedron, which I am not looking forward to, but I think that's kind of like the direction that I'm going to have to go, which getting into sacred geometry is very, very difficult. Okay, so now we have the King of Pentacles. So we're also back in our pattern. We have two Pentacles. We're really grounded in reality. This is not the King. This is the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know what I was saying. All right, the Knight of Pentacles. Again, read Luke chapter 7 through 12. If you have not read that, I highly, highly, highly suggest it. So, this card indicates an auspicious event is on the horizon. There may be some kind of service involved, as when advancing from apprenticeship to the next stage of development of journeyman, or it may refer to military service through which one has learned a skill or trade, or it could be serving the kingdom, which one has to use their skill or trade in order to serve. This may be a person who offers stability and approaches the work in a reliable and methodical, good Lord, I just keep seeing Methodist, methodical manner. The ability to implement new ideas is an aspect of this card, as well as carrying through the job with determination and focus. If referring to an individual, this could be someone who will be useful to the current, who is fair and reliable. And the keywords here are Propitious occasion, competent, reliable, and hard worker. So remember, you have the angels who are competent, reliable, hard workers, totally at your access, and you want to use them for as many things as much as possible, because they're here to work with us. And so, I would just say that when you're trying to figure out, how to get to the kingdom, all of these things, if where you're unbalanced, how you're unbalanced, that's when you call in your angels to assist. You don't have to do this on your own. I know a lot of us really think, oh, we don't need no help, we got to do it on our own. No, that's not the case. You don't have to do it on your own. What you really need to do is call in your guardian angel and get them to provide you some assistance so that you're able to do what it is you need to do, and you're not stressed out about it, because the whole thing about it is you can't do it by yourself. I feel like once you unlock your heart, once you uncover your heart, you understand that you are literally incapable of doing it on your own. It literally requires the Most High, the angel, something that it's in you, but you don't know how to control it yet. So the Most High, the angels, whoever, have to come in and show you how to control your power, because otherwise you'll never gain access to it. Because, like, that story of the black pullet is very good, because that makes me think of that, because when the guy, he was trying to activate the chicken, the guy who had given it to him, this person died, and so he was unable to, he didn't know how to activate the chicken. He had the chicken was there, but he didn't know how to activate it. And so the angel that was with him, the spirit that was with him, literally walked him through the process. He said, this guy trusts you, which obviously the Most High has told the angels that, hey, we're trustworthy, we're this, we're that, we've proven ourselves, through our kindness, going back to the story of Rahab, through our efforts to get to know them, the incense, the tables, all the learning and stuff. We've proven that we're trustworthy, right? We've done the act of kindness. And now we have to go to the angels and to the Most High to get them to tell us the stuff that is not in the book. Like, that book is perfect because that part was totally left out of the story. If you read the whole book, you would even forget about this daggone chicken, even though the book it's called The Black Pullet. By the time I got to that part, I had forgotten about the daggone chicken. I was like, man, look at all this cool stuff. But no, the moral of the story is, you have to go to the spirit in order to learn how to do the very secret things. Those secret things are, the door is opened. You know that they're there, but you don't know how to activate them. So for me, my thing is, okay, I want to know how to activate some of these talismans. How can I activate them now with what I have access to now and the skill set I have right now? And so that's what I'm going to be asking my guardian angels and the Lords of Karma. How do I activate these things? Because I see that they're there. People have used them. I need you all to come in and to walk me through the activation process. And maybe that's something that will come to me in my dreams using my rose quartz and my prophecy stone. You know what I mean? You see how it all kind of just ties together. But if you don't make the effort, if you don't make the effort to say, okay, I need somebody to come and help me. I need some additional knowledge to be supplied to me that can't be read in a book. Or if you're stuck in a book, first of all, if you've never read the book, you may not know you have access to this. Like, again, one of the brothers is just finding out about sigils. Well, I've been knew about sigils 1,000 years ago, because, not 1,000, but, at least 4 or 5 years ago, because of the research I was doing in other arenas. Those people were using sigils. So I already knew they were powerful. You know what I mean? But this is why reading books is not that it's not helpful. It's just that faith without works is dead. If you don't eventually take some actions on what you've read, you're just reading and reading and reading. For you, what is it a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You'll have the world, but you will have lost your soul, because you spent your whole life reading when you needed to be doing this magic. You know what I mean? And you need to be unashamed about it, because the Most High spoke a word that everything came from. Sounds like magic to me. And if you can't accept that the God that you serve is a magician, then you ain't serving that God. You serving some other God. You know what I mean? And even the universe is full of magic. If you can't understand that traveling the universe in any it's magic because it's unknown to us, then you're not really going to be able to master that on this plane either. So it takes a understanding of both sides, the light and the dark. You know, the light being the celestial influences, and the dark being obviously what we can do here on the earth, the physical influences. And then you have sorcery, which is totally different. That's Sammy and what he does down all the way below the bottom of the tree of death. That's where that sorcery comes from, below the bottom of the tree of death. It's not even using the demons, it's using the beings below the demons, bottom of the tree of death. Okay, so, and if you envision this again, brother Adir Bey has a lot of videos about the tree of life, the multiple tree of life, and the man, and all of this stuff. Is so much information out there that you can get, but then you have to use it, and you have to test the spirit by the spirit. Talk to your guardian angel, ask them to reveal things to you so that you are able to use the information. I have gone on way too long about this, but I thought it was important. So we are going to do the blessing of the Sephirot. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Gevora. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach, blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had, blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod, blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut, blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I Am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We would like to report back that the angels have indeed fulfilled the covenant with us, and therefore we would like that to be noted to their records, and we say thank you for everything that you have done for us. We say thank you to the Holy Mother for always being there for us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example that he set. And of course, to all the angels, you guys are doing a great job. We have reported back to the Most High that you have delivered the message and fulfilled the covenant. And we say thank you for all of your hard work and service to us and to the kingdom. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things, may the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Lo'olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the reading tomorrow morning at Thamor.